Hey Bougie click. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both intriguing and often overlooked: the struggles that attractive women face when it comes to forming genuine friendships. You might think that beauty opens doors and creates connections, but the reality is far more complex. While friendships are often built on camaraderie and loyalty, pretty women frequently find themselves navigating a landscape filled with jealousy, competition, and misunderstandings. In this video, we'll explore why these women may feel isolated despite their looks and what underlying factors contribute to their struggles. So, buckle up and join me as we unpack the fascinating, and sometimes painful, realities of female friendships.
I'ma make you a fan.
Why are attractive women struggling to build friendships? Female friendships, a subject that evokes a mix of camaraderie, loyalty, and, let's be honest, a fair amount of drama. Navigating the social landscape is a complex endeavor for anyone, but for pretty women, forming true friendships can be an especially perplexing challenge. Despite the societal assumption that beauty brings endless benefits, many pretty women find themselves struggling to build and maintain genuine friendships. While some women forge unbreakable bonds, pretty women often find themselves adrift in a sea of superficial connections or outright betrayal. Why is it that pretty women struggle to make friends? Spoiler alert, it's not always a matter of personality. From bad advice to secret rivalries, the landscape of female friendships can be treacherous. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the reasons why pretty women don't, or can't, make friends. Jealousy and envy. One of the primary reasons pretty women might struggle to make true friends is the jealousy and envy they often encounter from others. Beauty, while often celebrated, can also be a source of insecurity for those around them. For example, a pretty woman might find that her friends are constantly comparing themselves to her, leading to feelings of inadequacy and resentment. This jealousy can manifest in subtle ways, such as backhanded compliments or exclusion from social events, creating a toxic environment that makes it difficult to form genuine connections. Instead of seeing her as a friend, others might view her as a threat to their own self-esteem, leading to strained relationships. Competition and rivalry. Competition is another significant factor that can hinder the formation of true friendships among pretty women. In a society that often pits women against each other, beauty can become a battleground for rivalry. For instance, pretty women might find themselves in constant competition for attention, whether it's from potential partners, employers, or social circles. This competitive atmosphere can create a sense of mistrust and distance, as friends may feel the need to outshine one another rather than support each other's successes. Instead of collaborating and celebrating each other's achievements, they become adversaries, making it difficult to establish the deep bonds that characterize true friendships. Fear of ulterior motives. Lastly, pretty women often face the challenge of questioning the authenticity of the friendships they form. The fear of ulterior motives can be a significant barrier to building genuine connections. For example, a pretty woman might wonder if her friends are truly interested in her personality and character, or if they are merely seeking the social benefits that come with being associated with someone attractive. This suspicion can lead to a lack of trust and openness, preventing the development of deep, meaningful relationships. The constant doubt about others' intentions can create a wall that hinders the formation of true friendships. This fear is not unfounded. There are instances where people gravitate towards pretty women to elevate their own social status or gain access to certain social circles. This exploitation leaves the pretty woman feeling used and wary of new relationships. The persistent question of "are they friends with me for who I am or for how I look?" can be a heavy burden, ultimately impeding the development of genuine friendships. Things other women do to pretty women. Give bad advice, the friendship faux pas. First on our list is the not-so-innocent act of giving bad advice. Pretty women may receive bad advice from friends who, consciously or unconsciously, wish to sabotage their success. Imagine a scenario where a pretty woman is seeking career advice from her friend. The friend, feeling insecure about her own career, might downplay the importance of certain opportunities or suggest actions that could potentially derail the pretty woman's progress. For instance, advising her to avoid networking events because they're a waste of time when in reality, these events could be crucial for her career advancement. This harmful guidance is often rooted in jealousy or a desire to maintain a sense of superiority. It's one thing to lend a listening ear, but when a so-called friend starts dishing out misguided guidance, it can lead to disaster. Picture this: you confide in a friend about your romantic troubles, and instead of supporting you, she suggests you confront your partner with a list of every single flaw they've ever had. Not only is this unhelpful, but it also risks blowing up your relationship. Bad advice can stem from jealousy or the need to exert control. When a woman doesn't have her own life in order, she might feel compelled to mislead others, often leaving a trail of chaos behind her. Flirt with your man, the ultimate betrayal. In some cases, friends might flirt with a pretty woman's significant other either out of jealousy or to assert their own desirability. For example, at a social gathering, a friend might engage in overly flirtatious behavior with the pretty woman's partner, making her feel uncomfortable and insecure. This can create tension and distrust in the friendship, as the pretty woman begins to question her friend's loyalty and intentions. The friend might do this to boost her own ego or to create drama, both of which can severely strain the friendship. Next up is the classic, cringeworthy scenario of a friend who flirts with your man. It's as if there's an unspoken code that gets thrown out the window when jealousy rears its ugly head. Imagine this: you're at a party, enjoying yourself, when your friend starts batting her eyelashes at your boyfriend. It's not just awkward, it's a blatant violation of trust. This kind of behavior often stems from insecurity or a desire for validation, and it can single-handedly ruin a friendship. If she's willing to flirt with your partner, what else is she willing to do? Compete with you, the unseen rivalry. Competition is a common issue in friend groups, especially when it involves pretty women. Friends might see the pretty woman as a rival, constantly trying to outdo her in various aspects of life, whether it's career achievements, social status, or romantic relationships. For example, if the pretty woman receives a promotion at work, her friend might feel the need to immediately highlight her own accomplishments or downplay the pretty woman's success. This constant rivalry prevents the development of a supportive and collaborative friendship, as both parties are too focused on outshining each other rather than celebrating each other's achievements. There's something about a successful friend that can trigger feelings of inadequacy in others. A friend who can't celebrate your achievements might instead see you as a competitor. Whether it's in a career, relationships, or even appearance, this competition can create a toxic atmosphere. If you land a promotion and your friend responds with a half-hearted congrats, it's a clear sign that she's not on your team. Instead of supporting each other, these friendships become battlegrounds, and who needs that kind of negativity in their life? Don't support you, friends or foes? Some friends might fail to support a pretty woman due to underlying jealousy or resentment. For instance, if a pretty woman is going through a tough time, she might find that her friends are not as emotionally available or supportive as she needs them to be. They might offer empty platitudes or avoid the topic altogether, leaving her feeling isolated and unsupported. This lack of support can stem from the friend's own insecurities or a desire to see the pretty woman struggle, which hinders the formation of a genuine, caring friendship. A vivid example of this can be seen in the workplace. A pretty woman might excel in her career, but rather than receiving support and encouragement from her peers, she faces constant scrutiny and competition. Colleagues might downplay her achievements or attribute her success solely to her looks, rather than her skills and hard work. This persistent rivalry fosters an environment of distrust, preventing the formation of authentic friendships. A true friend is someone who supports you through thick and thin. When that support is absent, it's a red flag. Imagine sharing your dreams and aspirations only to be met with rolled eyes or dismissive comments. Whether it's a lack of enthusiasm for your accomplishments or outright sabotage, a lack of support can leave you feeling isolated. When a friend is more interested in tearing you down than lifting you up, it's a sign that you deserve better. Secretly hate you, the underlying resentment. In certain cases, friends might secretly harbor negative feelings toward a pretty woman, even if they outwardly appear friendly. This secret hatred can manifest in subtle ways, such as passive-aggressive comments, backhanded compliments, or exclusion from social events. For example, a friend might consistently make snide remarks about the pretty woman's appearance or successes, undermining her self-esteem. This hidden animosity can create a toxic environment that prevents the development of a true, trusting friendship. It's hard to believe, but some women may secretly harbor feelings of hatred toward you. This is often rooted in jealousy or unresolved personal issues. They may smile in your face while wishing for your downfall behind closed doors. This duplicity can be exhausting and incredibly damaging. You may find yourself questioning every interaction, wondering if there's an ulterior motive. The emotional toll can turn what should be a supportive friendship into a minefield of anxiety. Are jealous of you, the green-eyed monster? Jealousy is a pervasive issue that can severely impact friendships. Friends might feel envious of a pretty woman's looks, social status, or opportunities, leading to strained relationships. For instance, a friend might constantly compare herself to the pretty woman, leading to feelings of inadequacy and resentment. This jealousy can result in hurtful behaviors, such as gossiping behind the pretty woman's back or intentionally excluding her from social events. If you've ever been on the receiving end of snarky comments or backhanded compliments, you know exactly what I mean. The constant presence of jealousy creates an environment where true, supportive friendships cannot thrive, as jealousy breeds mistrust and resentment. Exclude you, the attention thief. Finally, let's talk about exclusion, the ultimate form of social sabotage. Jealousy can lead to overt acts of unkindness. Consider the classic scenario where a group of friends is planning a night out, and the pretty woman finds herself consistently left out. This exclusion is often driven by the other friend's fear of being overshadowed or losing attention when the pretty woman is around. The pretty woman, in turn, feels isolated and misunderstood, further straining her ability to form true friendships. Some women will actively exclude others from social circles because they can't stand it when they're not the center of attention. If you find yourself being left out of gatherings or conversations, it can be a painful reminder that not everyone is interested in building a supportive friendship. This behavior often stems from deep-seated insecurities and a desire for validation, leaving the excluded feeling lonely and unworthy. Conclusion. In conclusion, while beauty is often seen as an advantage, it can also present unique challenges in the realm of friendship. Jealousy, competition, and the fear of ulterior motives are significant obstacles that pretty women might face when trying to make true friends. By recognizing and addressing these issues, it is possible to create a more supportive and understanding social environment where genuine connections can thrive. True friendships are built on trust, mutual respect, and authenticity, qualities that go beyond appearances and resonate at the core of human relationships. The landscape of female friendships can be complicated and rife with challenges. From bad advice to jealousy and exclusion, there are many reasons why some women find it difficult to make friends. While it can be disheartening, it's important to remember that not all women operate this way. Surrounding yourself with genuine, supportive individuals can be a game changer. So, the next time you find yourself navigating the tricky waters of female friendships, trust your instincts. Life is too short to spend it with those who would rather compete than celebrate. Choose wisely, and you'll find your tribe in no time. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the complexities of female friendships, particularly for those who are often perceived as pretty. If you found this discussion insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that explores the dynamics of relationships and social interactions. Remember, building genuine connections takes time and effort, and it's crucial to surround yourself with those who uplift and support you. If you have experiences or thoughts on this topic, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep shining and stay true to yourself. See you in the next video. What do you think? Is it hard for pretty women to make friends? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie. Follow and support me. All links in bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check description for more info. New episodes every day.